There are more than 175,000 seniors living in the Coachella Valley, and about 12% of them are living at the poverty level, relying heavily on places you're about to see, senior centers. They rely on these centers not just for fun and socialization, yes, but also for critical needs such as their food every single day. We're taking a closer look now at these places, how you can help support them, and how they support seniors in our Coachella Valley every single day. I'm your host, Bianca Rae. Welcome to The Pulse. Mizell Center definitely seems like the PowerHouse Senior Center of the desert. They do so much for so many people, not only, but also so many other senior centers who have told us in turn, right, that they just rely so heavily on Mizell. I know Mizell is really blessed to have so much support, not just from the local people in the community, but also from Riverside County, which of course is huge and really bolsters them up. So it's really remarkable to see how much Mizell is able to serve not only all these other people, but all these other senior centers in the desert. I truly didn't know that they were that integral throughout that whole process. I said to you, my gosh, she's extra busy today. And you said, no, this is just a normal Wednesday. I love that. Always the hustle bustle.
It is. Well, especially now that we're in season, it's gotten, we've welcomed back a lot of our snowbirds. But for lunch, it's always busy. And we recently reopened our dining room and kitchen, having both of those areas having gone through a major renovation, and our kitchen was tripled in size. There are people that are here for the enjoyment of having a meal with their friends. There are people that have lunch together every day. It's a habit. They look forward to it. It's also a very intentionally affordable place for seniors to have lunch. Lunch is available to them for $3, and it is a suggested donation.
I take it you never turn anybody away who can't pay that.
No, that's the whole point. It's designed to enhance accessibility. We deliver to those seniors who are at home. We also deliver to other senior communal meal sites, as I like to call them.
Yes. So many other senior centers, for example, right?
Exactly. We deliver meals to other senior centers in the Valley so that their members can come and enjoy lunch together.
So Mizell is a hub of all of that because you get significant support from Riverside County, yes?
Yep.
That's remarkable.
And the communal meals and the home-delivered meals used to be somewhat even. Now we're seeing far more meals delivered to seniors who are homebound.
I have to tell you, Harriet, I covered stories here in the desert for almost a decade. A myriad of stories that have left impact on me, but something I vividly remember was covering Meals on Wheels and my photographer and I going to this sweet old woman's house. And I just remember her saying, I'm so excited because we were the only people she saw all day. I mean, she would look forward to the 4 minutes that Meals on Wheels came to drop off food.
True. It's true.
I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it's beautiful to see the power of this program. That story just will stay with me. Harriet has such a passion for what she does. I've known her for many years, even before her role with Mizell, but I truly see her shining and her soul sparkling now in this new role because she knows what she came into. She came into this hub that is such an important puzzle piece for so many other senior centers. And you can tell she takes great pride in that role and helping even elevate Mizell to serve more people. Desert Oasis Healthcare is a family, an important family for so many people in the desert. And I know you have a relationship with them as well.
We do. They are part of our extended family of donors and supporters. Not only are they an annual donor and supporter, which is wonderful.
Yes.
That they do that in the community. They're a service provider, and they're monetarily supporting other service providers. That's pretty amazing. They've brought the mobile health unit here time and again to provide services to our members. They take their job of taking care of people very seriously. They really, I mean, they have a broad vision of healthcare and wellness and their place in the community. And I think we all benefit from that.
Definitely. Natalina, my fellow Italian. I'm Italian too.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Wonderful.
I love your blinged out everything.
My son
Your son
did.
does it?
Thank you.
How long have you been coming to Mizell?
10 years.
Wow. What are some of your favorite things to do here?
I enjoy it very much. I got a beautiful friend. I love it very much. Wonderful. Before we bowling, I win for trophy for Mizell. Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, to Mizell 2 times.
So fun.
Yes, I like here very much.
People that maybe don't know about Mizell, what would you want them to know about this special place?
I want to tell them about here, the best place. Wonderful, nice people. I enjoy, I love it, like a family for me. Wonderful. I listen to music. Yeah, I enjoy very much before we knitting. Yeah.
Do you have something that you're knitting?
I make a puppy dog.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is what I make.
Cute. Who do you give them to?
Just I make for joy in my life. I like it very much.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to knit one of these?
3-4 days.
Oh my gosh.
I like to do a lot very much.
So beautiful.
Yeah, what I do too, no, this is the cat.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah, that's my baby cat. Yeah, you see.
Oh my
You
gosh.
see, my cat.
You got the cat.
Yeah, dog.
Dogs. So you come here and you knit, and have you made friends here too?
Oh yeah, a lot of friends I love. Yeah, very much. I love it very much. Wonderful.
And how often do you come here? Every day?
Every day I come. I enjoy it very much. Yes.
Oh, amazing.
I listen to music. Yeah, I talk with a lot of beautiful friends. You know, I enjoy very much.
Yeah, there's so many people.
I love
You've got some
everybody.
fans watching over there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
you're
sharing all of
welcome. You're
this.
welcome. Yeah.
The Cathedral City Senior Center is mighty, but small, and they're the first to say that they need help. I think you have these high-profile organizations like Mizell and Joslyn Center that have the names and maybe the prestigious locations behind them, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, so they just naturally get a lot of support from donors and all of that. The Cathedral City Senior Center, as I've learned, does not have as much financial support and needs it because they, interestingly, are not just a senior center, but they're a community center for people of all ages. So, yeah, I don't think it's bad to say, and I think they'll be the first to say, they clearly were the first to say, that they need more help and they need more support because they do important work, they just need a little bit more backing. I lived in the desert for nearly a decade, and I admit I don't know that much about the Cathedral City Senior Center, which I think is a testament to why this conversation is so important And people need to know about this special place nestled in the kind of the center of the desert, yes?
Yes, and thank you for helping us get the word out. We have people that live right up in the cove that drive by us every day, didn't know we were here.
Yeah. I think all the stuff that we do can be boiled down into really 3 areas or 3 problems that we solve.
Yeah,
And the first one is we create community. We end isolation by bringing people here to, to play bingo, bunko, mahjong, all sorts of different things. We keep minds and bodies active. That's our second one. So we have fitness programs. We have a partnership with Eisenhower Health. They do their Parkinson's in Motion program here. And then the third thing we do is we provide nutrition. We end hunger. That's a lofty goal, but we try to end hunger and provide people with nutrition, and then access to social services. So we serve up to 400 people every Monday at our food bank. And it's we're known for our personalized shopping experience.
Very dignified.
So you don't come and just get a bag of groceries. We set up a Trader Joe's in that room, and people can walk in and just pick everything they want. So it's really a great experience.
We know food insecurity is such a big problem in California, let alone, of course, here in the desert.
Yeah.
And I find it very interesting to learn the relationship between all the senior centers in the desert. You have the 3 nonprofits, right? Mizell, Joslyn, and Cathedral City Senior Center, and many other wonderful senior centers too. But I understand you rely on Mizell and these other organizations to help with food. Can you explain that a bit?
Absolutely right.
It's a beautiful marriage between all of the groups.
It is. Sometimes in business, people look at each other as competitors. Not the case here. They are sister organizations, and their commitment to seniors spills over to us. So Mizell provides us with their Meals on Wheels program, and that's something that we are very proud of, because you can come here and you can get a warm meal. And we hear countless stories about how people will divide that meal in half, and that would be lunch and dinner. And then once we get them in the door, we can give them a bag of food and a grocery store gift card. And so we can provide so many other services, so that their Meals on Wheels program, which we don't have a commercial kitchen, we couldn't provide lunch. It really helps us to reach so many more people and get them more services.
Marge, tell me, what are we doing here? We're selling bingo cards.
We are selling the Drop 40, which is one of the specials that we have. And on this card, you get the numbers that are up on the board are free. If they're lit up, they're free. And then the rest of the numbers the caller will call, and you fill out one of the squares. And when you have that square complete, yell bingo. Yes.
What made you want to start volunteering here? I understand you're doing this just wanting to help.
I started volunteering here, probably about 2008. I came to play bingo only at that time because my husband was ill, and it just gave me a respite to get away, for when he was having his chemo treatments or whatever. And then he passed away in 2014, and this place became my family.
We're trying to highlight different parts of the desert, different resources for seniors, and wanting to show people why it's so important to have that independence, to have that fun, to have those friends. For people maybe that are watching this and, they're alone, but they're afraid to come alone and they don't know anybody, what would you say to them?
I would say to them that isolation is not good for you. You need to be out in the community, either with seniors or doing something that makes you feel happy and not alone. That's what I would say to them.
So people understand why perhaps your organization has some greater need than some of the other ones that might get a lot of donors or support, right?
We call ourselves the Mid-Valley because we stretch from Cathedral City to all the way out to Desert Hot Springs. And the California Healthy Places Index ranks the Mid-Valley 1,247 out of 1,480 cities for quality of life and life expectancy.
And what that means, that California Healthy Places Index in the Mid-Valley, that means that 90% of Californians do better than than most of our neighbors here in the Mid-Valley.
Right now, back
Thank you
here.
for breaking that down, because
Yeah.
sometimes statistics are hard to wrap your head
Yeah,
around.
exactly.
That
And a
is
lot of
staggering.
those people go unseen, right? And like Jeff was talking at our gala Monday night, we see them.
We do.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to provide those services that they need, the people that are going unseen right now.
This Cathedral City Senior Center doesn't just serve seniors, despite its name, which I understand.
Yeah.
It's going to be altered a bit, but you're here for people who need that help in this community. Can you expound on that a bit more?
Exactly right. Oh, because Cathedral City is a working class city. We are a post-Prop 13 city, so we don't have as much tax base to work with for these kinds of services. We're stepping in, and we're getting so much support from our sister organizations, from our own city, the city of Cathedral City, from donors. Now, we don't have million-dollar donors, but we have a ton of $100 donors.
That adds up.
It
That
adds
really
up.
adds up.
But we've grown from $200,000 budget to $1.4 million, and we're only halfway to where we really should be. If we're doing our job, we move quite a bit higher on that California Healthy Places Index.
How's everyone doing? So I have not yet fulfilled my dream of being Vanna White, but I inched closer and closer through this episode of The Pulse by getting to call out bingo numbers at the Cathedral City Senior Center. It was very, very fun. And it is competitive there. People take it very seriously. There's big money at stake. I mean, they could win hundreds of dollars. And these are diehard bingo fans that they had their spots, the reserve spots. They had their, color marker, and they were just ready to go. And I just loved seeing them having so much fun.
Everyone's so sweet here, For years I was sitting around after I retired. I wasn't doing anything, and I decided to come and play bingo here. And they said they needed some volunteers, and I said, oh, give me something to do. But now I just can't wait to come here on Thursdays and see everybody and eat and laugh and just have fun.
Anybody getting close? Oh, okay. N43, N43. I know
So isolated.
they say you're supposed to do things that lift up your soul and make you feel better when you left than when you arrive. When you're
Yes.
driving home at the end of the day, what do you feel?
I'm just happy I could do something for the community, and this center gives back so much, and so it just makes me happy that I can do a little bit for somebody.
Well, it sounds like you're doing a lot of it.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Sydney
it.
Holliday.
Thank you.
Yes. G59. Oh, Woo! Congratulations! Desert Oasis Healthcare, I've learned, really puts its money where its mouth is when it comes to saying it wants to provide resources for its members.
Yep.
A big donor and supporter, of course, of Cathedral City Senior Center.
That's right.
And I understand a lot of your members overlap, yes, between DOHC and your
Yeah,
group?
DOHC provides such excellent services at such low cost and with such care. We were talking about our personal dignified shopping experience in our food bank. That's the most personal, dignified experience you can have medically. They're great. They also support the community. And it's not just the fact that they gave us tens of thousands of dollars to keep our doors open during COVID or sponsor this, that, or the other. It's that they're a full partner. They show up, they provide vaccinations, bring their mobile clinic, give advice to folks so that so many of our folks would benefit from advantage programs, that sort of thing. They're here for us.
Have you serve.
Okay.
So when you serve, you have to be behind the line, and your serve has to be under, and you can't hit it high. The waist will be low. So what I tend to do is, I want to do.
So this was the first time I ever played pickleball, and I thought maybe going up against some people in their 60s, 70s, 80s might behoove me and make me look like I knew what I was doing. Sorry. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Good try.
Ooh. Oh. Oh my God. It's so good. I was terrible, and they were so much better than me, and it was so impressive to see. Has that ever happened before? Pickleball is a lot harder than it looks if you haven't played pickleball. It's I think it's so hard. Hand-eye coordination, a necessity. They were so competitive and so fun and just so into it. You could tell this was like the pickleball club, right? And they had a coach there giving out lessons. They had doubles and everything. They let me come in and hang and try to play a bit. It was really fun. I was surprised at how hard it was. So here at the Joslyn Center, we've got pickleball over on my left. We've got a singles group meeting on my right. It is a happening place here.
Yes, it is.
Is it always like this much energy?
Always. Oh, always.
It's so fun. People seem like they come here to have fun. What are some of the things that they do when they're here?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have 82 programs a week going on at times. Besides pickleball and the singles club, we also have art lessons, and we have different art lessons. So some are acrylic lessons, and then others are like emotions on canvas, where they can come in and they can just paint their feelings and their emotions, and it's kind of free-formed. Then we also have a watercolor club that meets. And if you go down the halls, you will definitely see like that's all of the watercolor club's work.
You know, when we talk about socialization among seniors and them being active and making new friends, I'm curious, just given your experience, what trends you're seeing? Are we seeing that desire to be in places like this grow since the pandemic?
Yes, I think first there was a lot of fear because, you know, anything that had to do with COVID was just like, I don't want to catch it. I don't want to be around it. But then that created a sense of isolation. And then once things kind of started lightening up, people started basically flowing through the doors. And we actually saw one of our busiest summers this year, which was interesting.
Teresa, how long have you been volunteering here at the Dawson Center?
About 2 years.
Why did you start volunteering?
Because I like to help people.
You know, Teresa, we're talking a lot. We're trying to focus on the importance of being social at every age, right?
Yeah.
And I think some people might be hesitant to come to a senior center. Maybe they don't know if they'll make friends or if they belong. What would you say to those people who are home watching this that feel a little lonely?
Well, I would tell them to come out and then come in, join, because it's a fun area. It's fun, you know, because we have fun games. We do a lot of good stuff.
I love that. Well, thank you for volunteering. I know you contribute a lot as a volunteer. They always need that help.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it's important to really understand what is a senior center because many people have incorrect, preconceived notions about that. I'm sure you see that, right?
Yes. So there's just this unknown factor that they don't know what it is, and then they have this view of aging that is really skewed. Like they imagine little old ladies on walkers and they're knitting and you know.
They don't imagine the singles club
They
out
don't
there
imagine
socializing, going to
in-
movie night, right?
Exactly, or dating.
Yes.
Right? Or going in and playing pickleball, right?
Yes. I mean, literally all of them were
Right.
better than me, and I'm 34. So, yes.
So, I mean, we want to break down those stigmas, and I don't know where they came from, but aging is a process in life. So no matter whether you're 34 or 80, you should never lose your passion and desires.
I know Desert Oasis Healthcare really prioritizes offering resources to its members, and they're a big supporter of yours. Can you tell us a bit about that relationship?
I love Desert Oasis. No, honestly, any event that we have ever had, or any, even beyond here, just in my career, like Desert Oasis has always been a supporter of the community. And it's really appreciated to see someone be like, yes, those seniors, let's get them a dance. Let's get them a holiday party. Like, let's get them a 4th of July. You know, let's have them be active and fun and have a zest for life. And when you have a business that is really behind your mission, you're unstoppable.
Diane, we're sitting here enjoying your day in pink at the Joslyn Center. You look fabulous, by the way.
Well, thank you. Can you see me all right?
I can. Very vividly. I love it. I'm jealous. I think you look cuter than me. But tell me, you were starting to tell me what's around your neck. I'd love to see
This
that.
is my ring. I was married for 53 years to the most wonderful man in the whole world. And I missed him terribly. So what do? I come and be with lots of nice people here.
How long ago did you start coming here to Joslyn?
You know, it was only a couple weeks after my husband passed, and it'll be 7 years in June. And I was totally lost, and I don't even know how I got here. I came in the door, and they were just wonderful.
Diane, I'm curious, other people that might be watching this and are in your position that you were in 7 years ago, lost a spouse, and they're having a hard time overcoming that and finding new friends and finding the reason to leave the house. What advice can you give them to join a place like this?
Get off the couch, because you got to get out there. I believe that the Lord gave us talents. You have talents, we all have talents, okay? And he needs us to go out there and spread that talent around. So I get out there, and then I think it's important to get out and show a little laughter and kindness, because that's what's missing today. People just don't be kind to each other, and just a little smile when you're in the grocery store can make all the difference, can make a person's day, because maybe nobody else smiled at them all day.
Well, you're just a ball of love and joy, and I know the Joslyn Center is very lucky to have you here.
I'm very lucky to be here. I'm very appreciative. They've got some wonderful people.
Given your experience in this space, why is it so important to be social at this age?
The effects of isolation and loneliness is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So it is very important to stay social, to stay active, to stimulate your brain, to stimulate your body. Socialization itself is a very key component to health.
This is the second chapter for many people in retirement and aging. Why is it so important to continue living your best life?
Because it's not done. You're nowhere near done. And to think that it is near or ending, unless you have a magic crystal ball, you have no way of knowing when it's going to be over. So why just not keep on living and thriving and wanting better things for yourself, right? Don't ever lose your passion, ever. And sometimes I think as we get older, we forget those things, but we're really good at telling kids, younger adults, like, hey, you need to exercise because, you don't want to gain weight, or, hey, you need to, mind your manners because you want people to like you, or those little tips that the adults give kids, like, I think we need to look at that and be like, we need to utilize that ourselves. Like, yeah, we need to exercise because our bodies matter. We're in there, they're part of us, right?
The only place we have to live.
Right, we need to make sure that we're like socializing and running around and doing things and experiencing things. And you're never too old to try new things.
Right, or make new friends.
No.
Or find love again.
Right, absolutely, never.